I've returned from the depths of hell and I was muted, but I should be not muted at the moment if I'm correct about anything, which I don't think I am. So the good news is Photoshop is once again working and I've gotten it all set up for my big project. So we can talk about my Photoshop project again as it relates to y'all. So yay, not muted. Yeah, I was briefly muted, but I realized it almost immediately. So, you know, if we're gonna be on theme, at least we can keep it brief, keep the mutes brief. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Photoshop and I'm gonna talk to you about my general thoughts. Okay, this should work. Ta-da, it worked. Okay, so right now you're seeing my Photoshop. I use Photoshop Elements. I want to say this is like 2023, maybe, but I don't know. I also have 2026 on my laptop. So, all right. And so what this Jack. We're on stream 17 already, Jack. Isn't that impressive? You don't even know what the secret project is. I know. Oh no. Well, I'll do a recap. Don't worry. I haven't really said what the secret project is. Okay. You're gonna throw up, I think. I think you're gonna throw up, Jenny. I think you are. Jack, you may throw up too, actually. We may all throw up, in fact, at how cute everything is. Okay. So Jenny's kind of familiar with what I was thinking, all right? Which is that once I crossed the threshold where I had the same number of days left in December as I had left to stream, I knew I was going to have to double up on a few days because obviously I knew I was going to lose time for Christmas and other stuff. And so I think it was during a Silent Hill stream, maybe even, that Jenny and I were talking about this. And I said, what if I just do a readathon? Like a readathon, streamathon, a sprintathon, if you will. Okay. So that was kind of where the idea was born. It just basically a like end of year, get your goals done kind of thing. So look at kind of a readathon, kind of a productivity-a-thon, kind of a vibe-a-thon. All right. So then I was texting with someone else about it. And I said, what if I do Slay Your Goals? And we do it as like an after Christmas party, but it's still kind of holiday themed. And it's Slay, SLEIGH. And it's like Santa's like, and I said, and it's like Santa's bringing you, you know, productivity for Christmas or whatever. But I typed Satan instead. And I was like, I mean Santa, but then it was like, no, it's Satan. Satan's bringing us our goals. So I present to you Slay Your Demons / goals. This is what we're going to do. What I have right here in Photoshop is a fully editable Monopoly board. And I say we turn it into a reading game. And these are the arts. These are the art assets I have. Okay, it's going to be spooky, cute, demonic. So now it's Slay, SLAY. SLAY. So we've abandoned Santa. Santa's going to go back to the North Pole. Honestly, we really should release him after Christmas anyway. It was very selfish of me to make him continue working when he's clearly, I'm sure, exhausted on December 26th. So look at these. Look, and we even have, they've New Year's. Okay. Are you excited? Oh My God, right? I mean, come on. Okay. It's both. It's both. It's slay. Wait, you got to pronounce that with a Scottish accent. What do we think is Scottish? Slay your goals, lassie. Okay, that's more pirate than Scottish. And apologies to like Scotland or whatever. Um, yeah. So these are all our assets. I have wintry guys that blend. Okay. Look at this guy in his little puffer jacket. Look at this little fox. We're going to have to make sure the fox has some kind of pride of place, Jenny, to tie it in with. The accent was really bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about doing December 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. But I also thought about just starting the day after Christmas and running it through the end of the year. And then with heavy streaming on like at least 2 streams on the 27th, the 28th, and then of course the 31st will be however many streams we have left. So I was thinking of making it kind of long so that people could participate kind of at some point, regardless of what was going on with family and stuff. So let me know your general thoughts on if you think shorter is better or longer is better. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I was once in a play where I had an Irish accent, but I don't know if I could do an Irish accent anymore. Oh my gosh, hockey. Heated rivalry representation. Okay, so you get the idea. You know, it's spooky, it's cute, there's ghosties, it's wintry. All right, so there's that. But we've got little baby Baphomets. I think that's who that is. I've got a Christmas tree. This is me trying to find. Oh my gosh! I love how scared the fire is. Their little faces. I mean, it's so disgustingly cute. Okay, and then these are just like I have all kinds of stuff. Okay, so you can see I've got a ton from this artist. They did a sale that I was able to take advantage of. Oh, tiny cat as a bat. Tiny bat. Tiny bat. Terrified calcifer. Yeah, exactly. Terrified calcifer. Okay. I mean, neither did I until I started looking for. I was looking for like Christmassy type assets, and this was one of the things that came up. So, I also have cryptids. I have cryptids. Okay, they did a cryptid pack, so I've got the Mothman. I've got Nessie in a cup. All right. Look at these guys. Look at him with his little juice box. Ah! Anyway, right? I mean, come on. All right, and then the same artist also did a journal pack. So I've got like pens and writing utensils and stuff like that too. Okay? And little books. So we have a huge job ahead of us, / I have a huge job ahead of me in that I've got to transform this Monopoly board, like both conceptually, like I have to think about what each color grouping's theme is going to be and things like that. What are Now, chance, I've already decided is going to be serendipity. And then, or destiny or fate, something like that. Community chest, I was thinking of dragon's trove or dragon's hoard, but I don't have any dragons. So that's like the only thing I'm not 100% sure of. But I definitely want something with like a kind of pile of money, treasure trove, something like that. Just trying to think in like demonic terms, you know. But yeah, like, so like I said, chance will be serendipity, and community chest will be like, because see how on, hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. See how on community chest there's like the graphic, which is like the chest of stuff. The only thing that's holding me back from something like a dragon hoard type of deal is I don't think I really have like a but here's a present. Tiny cat we do think is an interdimensional being, so she may actually be a demon. So I don't know that she'd be offended. Okay. All right. So I do have this box. I also have this box, although I don't think it's nearly as cute. Maybe I have a treasure chest in here if I just look a little harder. Or at least something similar enough. We can have a space that says make soup, and this can be our soup icon. And then they gave me this tarot card. I think I'm going to use as the back of the cards, you know, for community chest and chance. Okay, so our best bet is going to be this. So we can do something with that. But anyway, that's what I've got ahead of me. Is I have to decide. I don't have to decide the color scheme because I'm gonna just pull the colors directly from this. So like I'll just like pick up, say, this pink, for example, if I want the board to be a light pink, and then I can go back over here. I have to unlock the board layer. This is a massive file. Look over here on the right. Look how many layers. These are all grouped and collapsed. What's showing is just one group, really, the base of it. All right. So like that could be cute, a light pink for the board. Something like that, or maybe maybe we take the blue. Oh, I kind of like the blue, but I think the first step is I got to decide on the group, right? I have to decide on what the different properties are. So that's the main thing that I'm going to work on. I have to decide what are going to be the properties, and then also like in terms of theme, because some of them will be reading related, some of them will be like goal and lifestyle related. So, and I want some to be like looking backwards and some to be looking forwards and things like that. So that's what I'm working on. So there's an idea. Yeah, the blue is nice. The blue is nice. I could lighten it up. If I was going to lighten it up, what I would do is I would make a, I would actually make it white. And then I would, put this shape over it. Okay. And then I can make the shape the blue and drop its transparency. Like if I cut its transparency in half, it'll be the same blue, but just a little bit lighter to make it easier to read and easier to print. So so now you see. Now you see what I mean. Yeah, when I said I bit off more than I could chew. You get it. You get it. I just have to redesign Monopoly real fast and then change all of its art and fonts and everything. So one thing I'm not going to do is like the property cards, you know. Those are just gonna go by the wayside. Like I have the property cards. You can see over here on the right, all the layers. I do have all of the cards fully editable, okay? I could even edit, pretty sure I could even edit. Yeah, I can even edit. This is just a warning that says I don't have this font. So, so I can even edit these cards. And I thought, Jack is being beset by the typo demon. See what you mean? What you mean? This is what it's like to just type with me anyway. Oh, sorry. Siri thinks I'm talking to her. Hold on one sec. Just so you know, Siri, I'm never talking to you. Okay. So yeah. So I'm just gonna abandon those cards, I think. And then this is a, oops. So, but yeah, so like that's something that I can do, and we can make it like a light blue. Exactly. Your name is not Jack. No one was speaking with you. No one's speaking with you. But like if I go back over here and grab the pink again, then we can now see what the light pink looks. Oh, so now that we can see the light pink and the light blue right next to each other, I find the blue much more compelling. Don't you? I thought I would like the pink more, but I don't. I definitely like the blue more. So, so that's that. So yeah, it really just depends on what y'all want to do in terms of like sauntering versus like computer work or whatever. So like we could kind of brainstorm some idea. It also depends on if you just want to be surprised or whatever, because I can just do it by myself quietly. You know, and you can just like appreciate it in its final form. So it's kind of up to y'all. It's up to y'all. I know Jenny has a lot of work, so maybe Jenny would appreciate another sprint, and I would not be offended if you wanted to do another sprint. I would not at all take it as a rejection of my little digital craft project, even though I recognize that the way that I said that makes it sound like I would take it as a rejection. Your series was having when you were working on your, no! Oh my gosh, that would have been terrible, because I talk to myself all the time. So, all right. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. And we can also do one more saunter and then go into a some productivity, some co-productivity, some co-design. Okay, you're down for another saunter. Good. Okay. Let's do, we're at 45. Let's do, how do we want to do this? Let's do 45 minutes. So we'll go to the half hour and then we'll check in and see where everyone is. Hi, Di. How are you? How are you? Thank you for joining us. We're about to go into a productivity saunter. And we're gonna read slash work slash whatever your work, what you have to occupy your time. Um, is it? Oh, it's day. I'm so sorry. I just realized. My apologies, day. Okay, so let's go ahead and saunter until half after, and then we'll regroup. Yeah, Olivia Dean. Love that. Love that. I'm gonna put the cozy cats back on. So that will be available. But if you don't need the cozy cats, then they will accept your mute. They will accept your mute. JK, I was muted. So as I was saying while I was muted and you couldn't hear me like normal, the the star that I burned last night must not have been the one about not being muted. So, that's cool. That's cool. That's right. Yeah, I was sneezing. That's what it was, Rose. I was sneezing. I was sneezing. I was just sneezing I was so still while I was sneezing that it looked like I was talking. That's what it was. That's what it was. It's not 2026 yet. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so welcome, Steph. Thank you for joining us. I hope the rest of the Vlogmas editing goes smoothly. I'm so excited to see your next read. All right, so I made some progress on my project. Okay, so here's the notes that I took for Demonopoly. All right. So for Demonopoly, I'm gonna put the planchette from the Ouija board. So that's what we're gonna do for Go. So it's gonna be like this, we're gonna summon our demons before we slay our demons, okay? And then the chance cards are going to be serendipity, and I'm just going to say, just put books from your list of books you meant to get to this year. Just write them on the chance cards. Currently, community chest is Dragon Hoard or Treasure Trove. We're going to do something in that direction. But I'm gonna try and put like little small rewards that you could give yourself like around your house is kind of what I'm thinking for those. And then for the colors, for income tax, we're gonna do your most recent purchase. And for luxury tax, we're gonna do the most expensive book on your TBR. Okay. Do you guys wanna see the board or do you wanna see me? I haven't made any of these changes on the board, but if you'd rather look at the board, I know you all know what a Monopoly board looks like. Okay, let's just go to the board. Am I muted again? No, I'm not muted, or at least I shouldn't be. Okay, so income tax, we're gonna do most recent purchase. The railroads, I think I'm gonna do ways to read or modes of reading, that sort of thing. So like maybe we'll do join sprints, read an audiobook if you're able, read with your eyes if you're able, something along those lines. I haven't totally fleshed it out yet. For the colors, I think I'm going to do genres. So like for pink, I'll do romance. And so we'll do 3 different romance related prompts. For the green, I want to do like, I was thinking maybe of using the cryptid art there and doing like the prompts around like horror, speculative stuff like that. Maybe for blue, we'll try prize winners, things like that. For utilities, what did I decide? Good thing I wrote it down. For utilities, can you believe I already forgot? I'm trying to keep too many things in my brain at once. That's really my problem. That's really my problem. I really feel like I had a good idea for utilities too. Oh, yeah. Those are about like your setting, like in a to read in a cozy setting and to read in a focused setting. That's what it was. Okay. So for electric company and waterworks, we're going to do read in a cozy setting and read in they won't be called electric company and waterworks, but they'll be like setting related, like how you set yourself up for reading. What else? Is there any? I think that's it. Oh, go to jail is going to be time out. And it's going to be no screens for 15. And so that'll just be no screens until you've read for 15 minutes. Free parking, I haven't decided what that's going to be yet. But it'll probably just be like, don't read, stretch, get a drink, something like that. Obviously, go to jail will be go to timeout. And yeah, I think that's all the spaces pretty much. I'm gonna because there's so many decisions that have to be made. I'm just gonna switch back to myself for a second here. Because there's so many decisions that have to be made, I'm gonna pull prompts from all over. Like I'm gonna pull prompts from Book Riot, Read Harder for the community chest cards and things like that. So, because I just there's only so many things I can come up with in I don't know, 24 to 48 hours. So, but that's kind of the progress I made mentally. Yeah. And then of course, just in terms of digitally, right? In terms of digitally, obviously the design still is going to have to be done, but I have to figure out what each thing is before I can do the design. But let's look at the planchette. Look at the planchette. So this is going to go on Go. Okay. That's going to be too cute. That's going to be too cute. Look for the back of the cards. Ah! Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty amazing. I think it's going to be pretty amazing. I mean, is it going to be perfect and as amazing as it could be if I had not waited until the very last possible minute to pull myself together in 2026? Yeah, it is actually. So there. Okay, I'm back. I apologize for that raspberry. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve a raspberry. So, Jenny is done with billing. Now switch to normal processing and cough meds have kicked in. And so motivation out the window. RIP motivation. Get it. I get it. Thank you, Steph. I think we're going to have fun. No, Jenny has a cold since Tuesday, almost a week. Oh, heinous. Rejected. Return to sender. Return to sender. I hope you will be amazing. I just have this annoying cough that's still here. I hate coughing more than sneezing. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't know if what the consensus is, but I definitely hate coughing more than sneezing because of the strain on the back. It's the strain on the back, you know? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think. So, okay. Now that you have my update and I have your update, what do y'all want to do? Do you want to do one more? One more saunter? One more saunter. Imagine I came in here and I was like, actually, I love to cough. I, I fucking love coughing. Coughing to me is like a whole system reset, an ab workout. Like you're accomplishing so many things at once. That's why coughing is so amazing. Yeah. And then stuff's like I actually can't be friends with people who don't love coughing. So if you don't love coughing, you're off the list. No more friendship for you. So, yeah, yeah. Sneezing is I'd rather, you know, I don't want to do either, but if I have to do one of them, I'd rather sneeze. For sure, for sure. Thank you, thank you. Never underestimate the cough. Never underestimate the cough. Okay. So we could go. So, ew, no, I reject that. I reject that. But did you sympathy cough because of how much you like coughing? So, well, like when they coughed on you, did you immediately cough right back at them? Like the ritual greeting of cough philiacs? Yeah. Someone coughed on Steph. Steph was like, hell yeah, keep it coughing. Keep it coughing. Keep it coughing. Oh, no, let's keep it coughing. Keep it coughing was correct. Just kidding. I was very upset. I would be very upset if someone coughed on me as well. Oh, look who's back. It's cough battles are similar to dance battles, but it's just instead of popping and locking, it's like the different places that you can cough into. So like there's the elbow, the hand, the free for all where you're just like bucking and coughing at the same time. I'm getting it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Yeah, totally. Totally. Totally, 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 totally. Yeah, exactly. Coughing and hacking. Coughing and hacking. Instead of popping and locking, it's coughing and hacking. You want me to make gross noises? I hope you all didn't throw up just then. Yeah. All right, Kitty, what's your deal, huh? Why do you love me so much today? Do you know why that is? I think it's because she's hungry. Because she said, where's my dinner? Like, that's her only job that matters in this world. Fetching me food. Yeah. I'm just a cat. I'm just a cat feeder. That's all I am. Steph says hi. You want to say hi to Steph? Sorry, Steph. I need to do that accent. What was I trying to say? Oh, slay. Slay, but it was the comment, yeah. Slay your goals, lassie. That's what it was. Slay your goals. Actually, I feel like it was less piratey this time and possibly more Norwegian. So, yeah. Kitty. Yeah, well, I wouldn't take it personally, stuff, because she's not even looking at me. So, let's slay, lads. Let's slay. Slay your goals, lads. Okay, let's sprint. This is not acceptable. Oh, okay, a voice command. What if you, another goal checked off, lass. Oh my God, okay. Anyway, we're gonna do another goal in the bag, in me bag. Another goal in me bag. Sorry. This is like an affront to the entire nation of Scotland, I'm sure. Hey, let's sprint. Q-ha! Q-ha, lassie! Greetings, welcome back. I hope your sprints were amazing. I have returned from the trenches, the Monopoly trenches. Progress of sorts has been made. So that's great for me. I am currently that's what we're gonna do. I'm currently just finishing my little board title bit. Oh my gosh, only an hour and a half left of work for Jenny. Work for Jenny. Okay. So what I'm currently doing is I'll just switch real quick to show you what I'm up to. Oh, we're back with the cat. Shush cat. Okay. So I'm just like finishing up kind of what do I want my little marker swipes to look like. All right, so there we go. It's gonna look something like that. That's gonna be the vibes. So I want the board to look like the demons have come along and edited it to change it from a demon slaying board to a demons helping you meet your goals board. That's kind of the vibe. So that's kind of the direction that I'm designing in at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's where I'm up to. As you can see, I've made a tremendous amount of progress. So yeah, we've got our little demon annotations there. So I think that's some of the stuff it's gonna be. So I'm gonna have a few little areas on the board I want where the demons have written little comments in this marker font. And all the fonts I'm using are Google fonts. So if any of you are font nerds and you want some of these fonts, this one is, the demonology is Blue 2, BALOO2. That's a variable font, but the download does include static fonts. And Slay Your Demons is in Chewy. And then this is Permanent Marker, which is like a kind of a pretty iconic marker font, a modern marker fonts. So yeah, that's what we've got so far. So I love DaFont, okay? I love DaFont. DaFont has some really creative people on there, and it's a great place if you want to make stuff to sell. You can often, if you go on DaFont, you can just like message the artists on there or the designers on there, and you can do like side deals with them. So like I have a stamp set I designed with a font that I got from DaFont, and I just emailed the font designer and was like, hey, I made this stamp set, here's what it looks like, I want to use your font. Type in Oxidi, which is my favorite typewriter font. Um, can I, and how much? And he was like $50, and I was like, no problem. And he could have gotten way more, but like he was just being really nice. So that's another way. Like if you design stuff to sell, you can often get like really good deals on commercial licenses for things by just like messaging the designers on Dafont and doing deals with them. So anyway, Dafont is great. And especially if you're looking for copycat fonts. So like if you're looking for a font that's like really expensive, has a really expensive license just for personal use, and then their like commercial use is like in the stratosphere. I'm thinking of fonts like the Disney font, for example, and things like that. There's some fonts that are just like extraordinarily expensive, but Dafont is a great place to find fonts that look like those fonts, to give you similar vibes for your projects. But yeah, all the fonts I used for this project are Google fonts, so that if anyone was interested in any of the fonts, I could say it's a Google font, here you go. But Dafont is usually my first stop when I'm not designing in like a public facing way like this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play Demonopoly. I wish someone other than me would make the board real quick so I could just roll. So, but you know, the only thing I'm trying to think of is I don't know if it should be, let me go back to the screen share. I don't know if it should be Demonopoly slay your goals like this, or if I should have a second scratch through and it should be Goalopoly, slay your goals. Or if this is enough to just like be funny. I don't know. I have to think about that. I'm also gonna like see what. Yeah. I think I have to keep the opacity at 100 for this. Ooh, should I make it a cross out? Heyo. Yeah. 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 Correct. It should be a cross out. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll leave it demon. I think either is funny, but I don't want it to be too marker heavy, maybe. So I think, especially now that I've added the second crossbar, I definitely think we'll keep it like this. But I do actually think it's hilarious with the second crossbar. All right. So yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's good. It's gonna be a lot, but I'm excited. So anyway, during that sprint, Kitty viciously attacked me and clawed me through my clothes because it's dinner time and she's really hungry. And her dinner alarm went off at 6:30. So I'm gonna go deal with that. And try not to get maimed anymore today by angry cats. But thank you so much for joining me, everyone. So glad we got 2 streams done today. How great was that? Unexpected, but I'll take it. We're in the final countdown from 10. This was 10. The next one will be 9, and the next one will be 8. So it's gonna be good. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and it's gonna be surprising. It's gonna be unexpected, but it's gonna be joyful. and something to celebrate when I finally cross the finish line. So thank you so much for joining me and supporting me through this journey to meet my goals. I hope that I can get this Demonopoly board out pretty quickly, so that people can start planning and we can come up with I can come up with some kind of schedule. Like I said, my hope is to run it from the day after Christmas through New Year's Eve, so that people have plenty of time, regardless of what they're doing for the holidays, whether they're traveling, not traveling, whatever. But with the heaviest focus days being on the 27th, the 28th, and the 31st. So those will be sprint heavy days, those 3 days. But you know, the board will be up and available and whatever. And I'm going to try, I'm going to post, once I have the board, I'll post it on like Instagram or share a file link to download a high quality or something like that if people want to print the board, whatever. And I'm going to do a bad crafts to show you how to make your own game board. So if you want to literally physically make a Monopoly board, I am going to do a bad crafts once this is complete on how to physically make like a physical Monopoly board that folds up, whatever. So that's all kind of coming up. So lots coming up. And then in January, I'm going to try not to just fall off the face of the planet. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and that you slay your goals, whatever you have left in 2025. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.